Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, September 10th, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, Tesla, CONY, Nvidi, MSTY, SMCI, and Platey, and HOOY, and Ulti, and Ulti, and this, that, and the other thing, right? Who knows what I missed? But anyway, we are live in the AM again. It's actually Declaration Day, right? So they will declare at 6:55 a.m. and I'll hang around until then, and then we'll do some yip yapping, and then we'll call it a day. All right. Feeling kind of slow motion this morning, so bear with me. No rush. I took off work today. Got to go to the dentist. Hooray for me. Bitcoin, how you doing today? Well, you're at 112. I'll take it. Pretty good, right? Everything looks red for whatever reason. Anyway, let's move on. What about the trades? All right. Let's see. Yesterday was 9-9, obviously. So who had trades? A whole bunch of people. But we'll go to MSTY. MSTY was a rather easy trading day, yet somehow I kind of screwed up like this last transaction, but whatever. When you see buy to close, obviously they're closing out, their trades for this week, and they're selling calls for this week. So what they did is they closed out positions and they did not open new ones. So, I like to see that, because then it leaves the synthetic, alone, right? We're not capped on a portion of the synthetic, which means if Bitcoin MSTR does start flying up, towards the rest of the week, then we can capture most of the upside. But if it goes down, we'll capture most of the downside. So, we'll see how it goes. But yes, good morning, everyone that is here on YouTube, that is here on X. I appreciate you all being here. If you would like to, please share the share the live stream on X, and share the YouTube video on YouTube. All right, anyway, let's get to the MSTY file and we'll go from there. All right, so MSTR, how are you doing yesterday? Well, they went down 0.42%, and MSTY only went down 0.19%. IV changed from 60 to 53. Today it's at 51. 7-day forward. Oh my God, 50. Okay, are we going in the 40s? It looks like we're going in the 40s, man. It looks like we're going in the 40s. Hey, but whatever, man. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. All right, so we'll just cover the trades real quick. Again, what they did is they sold some of the calls, and they did a buy to close on the, the covered calls. So obviously the sold calls, it brought a credit, but in the end, it was not, a winning trade per se, because they did not breach, the covered call strike. But, the net overall between all the contracts was a profit, because if you look at here, obviously they got a 435 credit. They paid 82 cents to close this. And if you go to the net profit here, 882,000. This is the one, again, I have a note here. The trade showed 5,000. I don't even care. It is what it is. We'll fix it later. But whatever, 18 cents credit on that, 14 cents credit on this. And then this one, again, another win, 583 credit, 66 cents to close. These are the ones we care about, because, they're the money makers. 1.2 mil in profit on that trade. And then here's two more 5,000 contracts, 2,500 contracts overall between these two, 2.7 mil, 1.4 mil. Again, closing out trades. Why? Because they are profitable. I don't have the percent profit. I keep thinking I should add that, because I have so many other columns here that we don't even talk about. So I probably should add what percent they profited. We don't even talk about the yield anymore. So maybe I'll add it to one of these. I keep, thinking about it, but I never do it. And then if you look under the 9-9 again, which was yesterday, there are no new trades. So nothing to cover there. Yesterday, I forgot to update the outstanding holdings. So here is the differential between 9.8 and 9.5. I'm sorry, 9.9 and 9.5. It was a 3.5 mil decrease in outstanding shares, which is 1.19% decrease, which is actually surprising, right? But hey, people are scared. People are scared because Misty went down. You know, they're so used to it only going up, it only paying $4 distribution, $3 distribution, $2 distribution. They don't want the change. They don't want a 70-cent distribution, but oh well, right? Oh well. But no, I guess that's why people are selling out. Who the hell knows? I don't know. Ask the sellers. All right. Anyway, Misty, how you doing? Well, we're 15.44, so still in the $15 range. MSTR sitting at 328.53. We talked about the IVs. They're sitting at 50%, about to hit 40. Outstanding shares 292 mil. Total net income 74 mil. Total distribution 25 cents. Total daily income 2 cents a day. Total daily yield 0.11%. And if you annualize that, sucker, 40%, baby. 40%. Is that good? It's aight, as they say. All right. So, oh yeah, real quick, in case you missed yesterday, yesterday's video was from the night before. I did go live and cover the trades as soon as they happened. Tried something different. Got a huge turnout. It was pretty cool. And then in the morning, since I was commuting to work anyway, I did a spaces. So, for those of you that joined, I appreciate it. I had, honestly, a lot of fun. Just, shooting the shit, man. Shooting the shit. I had to drive to work, sit in the car for an hour, and I was just, chatting with my the gals and the boys. And it was good stuff, man. So if I do that again, I'll make sure to try to announce it early, but I hope you guys can make it because it is fun. And some of you, I know you don't have Twitter, you don't have X, like Sunita downloaded it just for that, which I appreciate. It's, so if you guys don't have it, maybe consider it. It's a great platform, even if it's just for the spaces. It's a fun time. Oh yeah, shout out to TNA. Did her first spaces yesterday on X. Killed it. I think she had almost 200 people on her first spaces. Imagine that. Anyway, so Bitcoin, how you doing? Well, they went up 725 more Bitcoin out of supply, so we're at 19.9. Well, we've been at 19.9 mil, but we're just going to track this, man, until all the supply is gone. All right. Anyway, MSTR, I think I woke up the 3-year-old, but hey, whatever. MSTR, they went down 0.42%. MSTY, they went down 0.19%. So not bad. Winter went up, not a lot, but went up 0.06%. IMST went down 0.29%. MST went down 0.49%. MS2, bro. MS2. This was ex-dividend day, right? 99. That's what I was showed on their website. All right, but they're showing up 0.05%. Not sure how that's possible, but whatever, man. MSTW went down 0.5%. So MS2 for the win. Good job. Reaction, I don't know, bro. Bitcoin. That's it. That's all I got to say. Bitcoin. I did purchase my first Bitcoin book. It's in the mail. It's coming. I hate reading. I suck at reading, but I will read it because this is something I need to learn about more. Group D declares in 14 days on September 24th. All right. Let's go to the payment detail. We got synthetic income, which is a disaster, right? Because they lost, gold diggers. Nothing you could do. The gold diggers came, they took their money, So we'll focus on the weeklies. The weeklies have generated a total premium, total income, 74.4 mil, which comes to, if you go over here, 25 cents per share. So is that enough? Not really. Again, we got we want more. We want $1. So if we go to the Rotomator, what do we got? We got weeklies at what? 25 cents. Again, 21% yield. That's not going to cut it. Extrinsic alone, we look at 31 cents, 26% yield. And then you go to total income, which includes the gold diggers. So obviously that's going to be a negative number. So the next focus will be the IVs, which both sit at a 51% yield, 60 to 61 cents. And then the gains, bro, not there. The gains are not there. So it's going to be a rough outing unless, things change. Bitcoin goes to the moon. MSTR does something that the market likes. I don't know. I did post on X about the ROC. The April annual statement came out, which I'll cover at the end of this video if there is time. But for at least for MSTY, I can mention it now. They're showing ordinary income of 14.7 mil and a return of capital of 922 mil. So that total being 936 mil that they paid out, right? Check this bad boy out. Ready? Watch this. 936, 912, 820. This is from their annual statement. I matched to the freaking dollar what they paid up to April. I couldn't believe it myself either. So my data is actually correct, at least up to April, right? So I can't even tell you. You guys probably don't give a crap, but I was so excited that, you know, it wasn't all for nothing, right? All of this tracking, it actually matched up. So, but anyway, the moral of the story is they sent out their semi-annual statement. Your broker probably should have emailed you. If they didn't, you could just find it on the YieldMax website. And so far, the estimate for MSTY is they are paying out 98% return of capital. Again, this is an estimate, and plus they have the whole half of the other year, right? And so take it for what it's worth. I know a lot of people are interested in it, but you know, those are the numbers. All right, let's go to holdings. What do they got going on here? Well, today's Wednesday. We got 3 trading days. The 19th, these expire the 19th. That's next week. That's a 385 and a 395. Not many contracts though, but it's clear, man. That's a gold digger. That's a gold digger. I mean, there's just gold diggers everywhere, right? They're at 328 though. The 330 is the only saving grace. This is the only girl in our league. Everyone else is completely out of our league, and they want our money. They want all of our money, right? They want all of our freaking money. I ain't feel like singing, so you guys can sing it. Maybe I'll put the banner up for you guys to sing along to yourselves. But where the heck is the mouse? There you go. How's that? All right. So what else we got going? Let's look at the covered calls. These all in blue. Again, focus on the blue. These are the covered calls. They expire this Friday. They are anywhere from 1.97% to 7.3% out of the money. Are they safe? Maybe. I don't know. I did pull up the pre-market for MSTR. Let's check it out. Maybe I'll refresh it just in case. MSTR is up 0.72%. Nothing crazy there. So, you know, again, we'll see how it goes. Okay, synthetics. Yeah, we know where we stand. They're all prognosis negative. All right, the value of the MSTY fund is 4.5 bill. The NAV 1545, trade price around the same. All right, now check this out. Synthetic contracts, 137,000. Total contracts selling calls on 95,000. So that's about 69%. We'll just round it up to 70, which means 30% is uncappity doodah. When I say uncappity doodah, 30% does not have covered calls attached to it, so it should move 1-to-1 with the underlying. But of the 70% that does have covered calls, they do have 60%, you know, basically doing credit call spreads together in case they get blown through. All right, makes sense. Great. All right, so that's the coverage on MSTY. Now we're going to go to the other suckers, but we are in alphabetical order now in case you missed the other video. Let's go to your first boy. You know, we're always going to start now with, nah, what did you do to your cone? All right, so I guess we could take out the gold digger, even though it's probably relevant to some of these others. But I'll take down the banner in case you're getting dizzy. All right, but you could still feel free to, you know, sing the song by yourself if you want. But anyway, CONY, how you doing? Well, I don't know. Let me take a sip of coffee here. Cheers. Yeah, thank you for anyone who joined the morning commute spaces. Good times. Expect more of those in the future, by the way. All right, CONY by the close. Good God. 1289. Holy mole, mole, mole. Strike price 307.50. Okay, so that got blown through. 13.19. Yep, that got blown through. Wow, they got their ass whooped. All right, so they closed out. They took the hit. They rolled the strike from 307.50 to 322.50, and then they rolled this one to 325. They lost about 7.9 mil in the process. So, ouchie. And this is why. Damn, what the hell happened to coin yesterday? Coin went up 5.2%. Woo-wee. That's a nice freaking gain. CONY captured 3.38%. Unfortunately, we didn't get our 80. We got 64.9% capture. But as you saw, they were freaking capity-doo-dah. But that's why they closed out and rolled them suckers up. All right, let's look at our synthetic. Maybe our synthetic is good. Well, the 300 is, but that expires in November. The 320 is almost at the money, so that's okay too, and that expires in October. All right, so now if we go here, what covered calls expire this week? All of them. Everything still expires this week. They did not move to next week. So if we look here, okay, 3 of the 5 are in the money. The lowest strike is 310. 2.75% in the money. I mean, I got to check pre-market. Maybe they're coming back down. Oh, boy. No, the power of Coinbase. So they're still going, and they may be capity-doo-dah for the rest of the day here. But who knows, man? They go anywhere from 310 to 325, 2.7%, 2.75% in the money to 1.95% out of the money. Okay. All right. So CONY fund is worth what? 1.3 bill. The NAV, 7-Eleven, your favorite store. And the trading price, same thing. All right, good. All right, so synthetic bailout, 18 cents per share. Hey, we'll take it, bro. The thing was negative for a while. The gold diggers were eating up our money, but not anymore. All right, let's check out the IVs on coin. 51% for the 30-day average. 7-day forward is 62%. So the IV estimate, they declare next week, by the way, 28 cents to 34 cents. Doesn't seem like a lot, but again, it's a $7 fund, bro. What do you want? Group C, like we said, declares September 17th. Okay, up next is your boy, HOOY. Again, this is the new order because we are going in alphabetical order. Don't cry about it. You'll get used to it. It's okay. It's just easier. It's just easier, man. I'm pretty sure most of you like HOOY anyway. All right, so no HOOY. No HOOY, assuming we still know our alphabet. So that's okay. So we'll just go right to here and see how Robinhood did yesterday. They went up 1.03%. HOOY went up 0.85%, 82% capture for that one-day movement. So that's okay. That's good. Synthetic is a 105. Robinhood sits at 118. So that synthetic is sitting pretty. We'll check what the price is down below per share. If we look at the expiration date on the covered calls, everything still expires Friday. Again, today's Wednesday. We have 3 trading days. Are they doing all right? Not really. 2 of the 4 in the money. 116 is in the money, 118 is in the money, 119, and then 121. They're barely out of the money. But again, we'll see. We got 3 trading days. We'll play it out, and we'll go from there. Synthetic on the paper. Damn, is that even right? 30 mil. Doesn't seem like it's worth that much. 18. Yeah, 105 versus 118, I guess. Okay. All right, the synthetic is worth $8.49 per share. Per share, brah. All right, so the value of the HOOY fund is 249 mil. The NAV, ridiculous $69. This fund, I love this fund. It's just whooping all kinds of ass. Robinhood though, they're in the S&P. Congrats to them. They deserve to be in the S&P. They should have been in there a long time ago. But whatever, man. 30-day IV, 59%. 7-day forward, 71%. So IV estimate based on that, 316 to 383. If Robinhood's not in there, what other scrubs did they have in there in the meantime? Really? Like, we got to look at the list one day and just like rip on them. We'll do it because we have all the time in the world, right? Anyway, income estimate, Yeah, negative. So let's just move on. Group C declares in 7 days on September 17th. Okay, up next is Nvidi. So we got to help out the nerds, you know, the Nvidi nerds, their chips, you know, their microchips, whatever the heck they do, right? They do something, right? We don't know. Purple alert. What the hell are they doing? Closing out synthetics. So they had a synthetic 165. What'd they do? They kept the same strike. They moved the expiration date. They rolled this sucker out from 9/19 to 11/21. And guess what? Well, they made a profit on the sale, but the buy costs a little money, right? Because it's already valuable since the price of Nvidia is at 170. We'll look at this other one. This synthetic was at the money essentially, and they moved it to the same at the money. Okay, same thing, expiration date November. So they basically just moved synthetics. All right, that's it. That's it. That's it, Cletus. All right. Anyway, that was a loss of 14.7 mil. Sorry, I haven't really checked the live chat, but we will talk at the end. Don't worry. Nvidia went up 1.43%. Nvidi went up 1.22%. That is an 84% capture. Killing it, killing. All right, so what's the synthetic doing? It's a 165, it's a 170. Nvidia sits at 170. So it's doing good. Again, it expires November, right? They just moved it to November. So guess what? We don't have to give a crap until close to Thanksgiving, right? Can't believe Thanksgiving's the next, coming up soon. Jeez Louise, man. I miss summer. Can we go back? Anyway, covered calls. What are we doing? Everything expires Friday. And one is in the money, barely. The 170 is in the money. And then we got the other three, 1, 2, and 3% out of the money. Are they safe? I mean, I don't know, bro. You just figure it out yourself. All right, what's the value of Nvidi? 1.8 bill. The NAV is 1629. Oh, damn. That's a gap of 14 cents. But hey, it is what it is. Synthetic is worth 34 cents per share. Not bad. 30-day IV. What the hell? I mean, that's fine. 33%. What the heck is a 7-day forward IV? Again, this is why we keep the 2 IVs. We can't be having one doing this. Like, what the hell? 17 cents. Yeah, nah, not happening. Not happening. Anyway, Group B declares when? Oh, my God, today! They declare in 32 minutes to be exact. So we shall wait for the announcement, and then we will plug in the numbers, and we will say yay or nay or who gives a crap, right? That's kind of how it goes. All right, now let's move on to Platey. P to the L to the T to the Y. Did they have trades? That's the question. Yes, they did. By the close. Okay, they did it. What they closed. So 157.50. That got blown through. Good Lord. By the close, put a purple alert. They're selling out. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at this synthetic bad boy. 51 mil in income. Can you see it? Can you see it? Are you paying attention to this bank bro? This is the definition of bank bro. So we got bank bro. Platey holders, you got bank bro. All right. By the close, at the same time, they're closing their capity doodah, cashing out synthetic bailouts, closing capity doodah. Let's just go through it. In the end, 45 mil. Too sweet. All right. Anyway, let's get to the freaking Platey file. All right. We got a lot to cover today. I don't even know if we're gonna get to it. We got a busy day. You got to go to Bed Bath and Beyond. Right? All these stores, right? I'm kidding. What movie is that from? Anyway, Palantir, how you doing? It went up 3.86%. I mean, that's a good day. Platey only captured 2.46%. So that is a 63% capture. Is that good? Nah, it's okay. It's okay. What about their synthetic? It is now a 160, which is at the money essentially, and that expires in November as well. So all of our synthetics are moving to November. What about our covered calls? Well, you saw, man, they closed them suckers out. They closed them out. Let's see how many they left open. Let's see. They have 39,000. Okay, all of them still have covered calls. Two of them are in the money. I mean, are these new positions? I mean, there's the highest strike is 0.09% out of the money. It's not looking good. It not looking good, you know. I guess what we could do is we could just look at the pre-market, you know, see what's going on here. Huh? What do you say, huh? Oh my goodness. The pre-market, they were up 2%. Palantir is unstoppable. All right. So they're probably closing them suckers out today, but we'll see. All right. Anyway, the value of the Platey fund, 639 mil. The NAV is 62.24. The trade price, 62.26. Synthetic on paper, already worth $1.48. Income estimate, I'm going to have to update this sucker because clearly I did not yet. Because again, a group B, damn, 68 mil. See how the pivot, it doesn't have all the funds yet. That's why I don't update anything yet. But now we need to know, like, how much did they make already? If you plug that in, hit enter. Damn, 669 per share. Wow. Wow. Wowza. 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 So what row was that? Obviously 25. Give me a second here. We got this. Yeah, man. If they paid out 669, that's 139% yield. When do they declare? Oh my God, today. Today. But don't worry, guys. They already knew what they were going to pay on the Monday. So regardless of what they did yesterday, it doesn't matter. All right. So as much as we love to think, ooh, now we made $6.69 per share, we're getting paid $6. They already determined the payment Monday. So we'll see. We'll see what they pay. I don't even remember what I guessed, but who cares? It doesn't matter at this point. You're going to find out soon. It doesn't matter what they paid. All right, SMCI. Did you get trades? I don't know. SMCY, I mean. Where are you? There you go. Nice and easy, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Buy to close 161. They lost that trade. All right, they moved it. Strike up, 4150 to 4350. Lost about 885K in the process. Okay, whatever. Blah. It's a boring, blah day. Holy crap. Obviously, I missed something. Well, I was in the office, so I didn't get to look at the freaking stock market at all. But damn. I mean, what in Tall Nation? SMCI went up 6.71%. SMCY went up 4.48%. Coffee time. Okay. That is a 66% capture. Is that good? No. It's okay, I guess. But it's not, we want 80. 80 is our number because we're greedy bastards. And, we have high expectations, right? Come on, man. Come on, Cletus. All right. How's their synthetic doing? They got a $40 synthetic. They sold the gold diggers, right? They sold all the gold diggers. The 40 is just what's left. It's at the money. It expires in November. So guess what? Now we could focus, on the freaking weeklies. Where are we? So these are what? 2% in the money, almost 1% in the money, and then 1.35% out of the money. I mean, damn, everything is freaking capity doodah. The value of the fund is 325 mil. The NAV is 1501. Trade price a little less. Synthetic on paper worth $1.22. 30-day IV 55. 7-day forward 46. So the income estimate alone is 53 to 64 cents. The IV estimate. The income estimate's negative because, again, the gold diggers had to be paid this time around. But they don't declare for another 14 days. So stay tuned for that, chicos. All right. Anyway, last but not least, yes, Tesla used to be first, and now they are last. But, hey, they start with a T, so that's their problem. All right. A lot of people tell me to drop Tesla. They're like, why are you still covering this crap? And, again, I'm under the assumption that you guys want me to. But if you don't want me to, I'll cut it out. No problem for me. Ain't no problem for me. I'll cut out more too. I'll cut out the whole damn thing. How about that? And we'll just talk about nothing. Nothing is better anyway, right? Just sit here and talk about nothing. Anyway, Tesla, how you doing? Buy call, sell put, sell calls. All right. So they added to the synthetic and they sold the covered call for expiration date this week. So, hey, nothing new, nothing too exciting. That's fine. We'll take it. All right. Did Tesla move yesterday? Barely. It went up 0.16%. But Tesla said, you know what, bro? I'm going up 0.26%. So look at that capture, over 100%. You know, this is the percent capture we want. You know, obviously it's not realistic, but yeah, you have a day like that, it's possible. All right, how's their synthetics doing? They got a 335 and a 340. Tesla sits at 346, and they expire in November. So they're doing wonderful. They don't expire for a while. And now you got this mishmash. So everything expires actually this week. You got the greens in between the blues, which again, I always like to see that, because if they get Capity Duda on these lower ones, this buy call is going to be pretty valuable. And they still have covered calls exceeding that strike price. So, you know, they're set up rather nicely. Not like some of these others, right? And they're kind of getting their butts kicked. But obviously something happened this week unexpectedly, which means they got blown through. But Tesla, not really. Tesla is still just chilling. They only have one strike in the money, 0.57% in the money. The rest are out of the money, anywhere from 0.15% to 8% out of the money. Definitely taking a pre-break at this point. The Tesla value is $1 billion. The synthetic on the paper is worth 30 cents per share. Whoopie-doo, I know, right? 30-day IV, 45, 7-day forward, 42, 25 to 27 cents. Income estimate, 94 cents. All right. Group A declares again in 21 days. Wow. All right. I feel like I've been talking way too much. Anyway, what do we got? 99. Salty. What the heck did you do? Did you make any money? No. Well, Bitmine made money. BitDeer made money. But RH, get this RH crap out of here. We lost 52,000. 52,000 RH. We lost 34,000 for the day. All right. Well, whatever. Ulti, how you doing? Did you make us money? Please, please, please. AST made us money. Chewy made us money. Coin did not. Well, again, the cover call. We got Capity Duda. All right, we got Capity Duda. And as you know, they sell calls, they buy puts. So when we go up, right, the underlying on, you know, coin, that'll make money. But when they close out the covered call, yeah, that's going to lose money. And you can see they lost about 2.9 mil total. CoreWeave lost 1.1 mil. But GameStop made money, bro. Lululemon made money, bro. All right. So in the end, we did net 2.4 mil in income. Really thanks to AST Mobile. AST Space Mobile, that is. So good job, buddy. Good job. All right. Let's move on to Ulti. So what we're going to do here, well, I mean, we're just going to look at the Ulti holdings, right? So what are they holding? Anything new? Chewy. Was Chewy always there? I don't remember. Elf. What the hell? Oh, I think of Elf. I think of either the movie or Mad Elf, the beer. You guys ever have Mad Elf beer? Good God. It'll put you on your ass. But yeah, it's a Christmas beer, so it should be coming out soon, if not already. First Solar, that must be new. GameStop. GameStop's new. GameStop Fund launched, by the way. I didn't add it to the file. I probably should. Who else is here? No one worth mentioning. Ulti fund is worth $3 billion. What else we got? Average IV 65%. Now we look at Ulti price change. 1 day price change. It did go up 0.9%. WPay is now updating. You guys wanted me to compare it to WPay, even though it's not really comparable. YieldMax and WPay maybe, but you know, maybe should I add YieldMax here too for fun? I don't know. But anyway, WPay did go up 1.2%. All right. Now let's see what Salty's holding. All right. Anything new? Bitmine, Bloom. Look at this sucker. 103% IV. Circle. What the hell? Tempest AI Inc. Pre-reincorporation. You got some big words there. Anyway, Salty value 12 mil. The average IV 74%. Salty went down yesterday 0.87%. YQQQ comparably only went down 0.3%. So yeah, man, that's the update on freaking YieldMax, right? So I think I'm taking a pee break, bro. I'm taking a pee break. I'm gonna put some music on too. I don't even care. Where are we at here? Where the hell's the music? We'll do rock. Okay, I'm back. We are back. We are back. All right, what'd I miss? I don't know. I can't go back to the comments. So I got to talk about my options trades. Oh yeah, I didn't do any. So there's my options trades. So why didn't I do any? Well, again, office day. You know how that goes. But it's impossible. What do we got here? We got TSLL and TNA. I'm just going to look at my open positions as at positions. My TSLL, I got nothing expiring this Friday. For next week, I got a call that's in the money, 16%. Will I roll it? Maybe. I could roll it this week. I could roll it next week. It doesn't really matter. Then I have a call the following week. That's in the money as well. I could roll that whenever too as well, right? How's the music now, guys? Is it too loud? Is it too... is it good? Is it just right? Let me know. We have 681 of you. We are 37 minutes in. We will wait and talk about this crap until the announcement comes out. But yeah, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. TNA Dynamite. All right. What do we got going here? Oh, I got to make this cell bigger here. All right. So what do we got for this week? We have a covered call. Still in the money. I'm hoping this goes out of the money. I'm not, yeah. So, I mean, again, TNA sits at 42.56. I want this to expire worthless, but if it doesn't, I'll just roll it into the next week. All right. And then as far as puts, I got 4 puts pending, all with a 35 strike, because that's my comfort level. That's the highest strike that I can pick. That's lower than my cost basis as well. So, you know, I'm just going to do 35 strikes as long as I can. So when this 919, well, I don't have any 912s actually, but you know, this is going to be eventually cost a little cheaper to close. Like if TNA is green today, yeah, that'll suck for my call, but guess what? For my put, I could probably close it early, cash it, you know, take most of the profit, go from there. All right. Sound good? Makes sense? Great. All right. So maybe I should update my balance. Actually, I didn't even make any trades, so doesn't really matter actually. I won't do that, but I will tell you that I am behind on by $246. That's my shortfall for the week. So that was a really quick options update, and that's the reason it's really quick. I wanted to talk about now, again, I mentioned MSTY before and ROC. So again, where did I get this 14.7 mil, 922 mil in return of capital? It's on their file. They released the semi-annual statement, which is now on their website, but this only goes up to April 30th. It doesn't go any. Yeah, so this is pretty much as big as it's going to get. Well, if I scroll down here, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, MSTY's right here. So MSTY, you can see 14.7 mil. That shows under the ordinary income, April 30th, and then return of capital, 922,000. I'm blowing my nose. Yes, I'm blowing my nose during the video. That's what we've come to nowadays. But yeah, do you guys want me to look at any others? Let me know. I mean, you could see it, so it's not, I mean, so I guess the question is like Platey, right? Platey. Let's look at Platey. Wow. They're showing 56 mil return of capital. Wow. Is HOOY even on here? No, HOOY wasn't launched yet. But again, Platey was, you know, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let me see if anyone is majority income though. Let's go down the line here. Whoa, YMAG. What's up with that? Look at YMAG. All of it, ordinary income. Again, this is an estimate. So, and by the way, look at this is last year. MSTY. And this was a surprise to everyone. All of it was ordinary income. Wow. I mean, that's up. Let's see, who else? Tesla, again, mostly return of capital. No surprise there. Where's YieldMax? the hell is YieldMax? Oh, there it is. Damn. Okay, let's think about this. YieldMax is all because they own. Yeah. Question. Oh, we got a question. Sorry. Yes. The answer is yes, Wolf. Wolf is asking, would an ROC be specific to each person's position? Yes. So yeah, whatever I'm saying here, this is just based on YieldMax and what they deem as the total. Again, they're paying out all these people. This is what they deem as a total. Your broker is responsible for calculating your return of capital, right? So if you wanted to divvy it down to that level, you probably got to wait to the end of the year, the 1099. This is just, you know, they're required to do this. So they have to give the estimate. They don't know when you bought in, right? They're not going to calculate your freaking return of capital. You have to do that. If not, you got to wait till your broker does it. You know, if you want it earlier, I don't know, talk to your broker and see what they say. I don't know. Good question though. I mean, and good point, Wolf. It's good to clarify that. All right, so let's see. Going to go through some questions. All right, yeah, should I go backwards? How's everyone doing? Sonia says better than having snot. Yeah, that it is. That it is. What do we got? What do we got? Money Tree, good morning, all just subscribed. Oh, welcome. We got new subscribe. My subs actually are slowing down. I think it's because my thumbnails and my titles are just not sexy enough, right? Because there's a lot of YouTubers now in this space, and they are thumbnail crazy. These people are really good at thumbnails. I am not. I just you know, I'm just a little blah with the thumbnails. You know, people post the picture of the face like surprise. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I don't care if I don't get any views. I don't care. My subs slow down. I don't care. All right, what else we got here? Need more. That's a good reminder. I'm taking a sip. Okay, let's keep going. Can you guys hear the music? I can't even hear it. All right, what else we got here? Good morning, everyone. We have 744 of you on this Wednesday, declaration date. Yeah, yours kind of look the same too, LA. But you know, it is what it is. You're still growing. You're growing at a pretty good rate. My growth has it's slowed down just a little bit. Oh yeah, we missed you on the spaces yesterday morning. I don't know if you were around or not. Yeah, that would do it, right? Me in a bikini thumbnail. Oh yeah, that's going viral. Music is good, not too loud. Thank you, brother. Was great talking to you yesterday, by the way. You would be a great interview. Does anyone want to hear me interview brother on here? I still have to book Miggs and his group. I think they want to do it. Oh, you didn't see it. All right. See, it was kind of last minute too, so maybe I didn't do a good announcement. Good job announcing it to others. All right. Let's see. Something we can't unsee. Yep. What, the bikini? Yeah, we'll have more of those, LA. So we'll make sure you know. Interview brother and TNA. Yes, definitely. Okay, so Migs, you got it. Yeah, you're on X. We'll have to talk on there. I just I reached out to Better Call Paul. I don't know if you guys watch him. I don't know if he's on Twitter actually. I think he's just on the Blossom app, but I'm gonna try to get him on the show too. He's a Canadian investor, but he's like the perfect interview because he's kind of living off these right now. Hey, Coopers, what's going on? Yeah, I've been watching at least the last 2 videos you did. I have to say, I like your channel. You and your buddy Brooke. It's good stuff. It's long, but it was enjoyable. So good job. Shout out to Coopers, by the way. Go subscribe to his channel. And Coopers, share your channel link here if you want, so others can watch you. Yeah, if the time ever works out, we definitely got to do a collaboration for sure. And yeah, I wish, man, if I could move to freaking time. If I didn't have young kids, man, because the cost of living here is ridiculous. Yeah, we can if we could find one, right? But most CPAs are lame-o, right? Most CPAs are boring. What are we going to ask them, right? Although I do need a CPA. Maybe the one I find for myself, I'll ask them, you want to come on my channel? All right. Good morning, Grumpy. There it is. There's Coopers. Thanks, Migs. Migs to the rescue. Oh, Coopers again. There you go. Yeah, sub to Coopers. It's a good time. There's Nikki. I'm guessing Nikki's Canadian, right? I always see her on what's his name? Oh, Health and Wealth. Which reminds me, I don't know if I have Health and Wealth booked. Hey, Bob. Is that Bob from LA Appliance? Welcome, Bob. Roddy the Cricket. Yeah, I forgot to add him to the thumbnail the last few times he was in the video, honestly. But I've been slacking with the thumbnails. Like I said, whatever, man. It is what it is. It's either I focus on thumbnails or I just get the content out, right? Yeah, I know. I gotta, or Florida. Yeah, Florida. Florida's even cheaper, but I can imagine how cheap Thailand is. Oh, okay. Wait, you're from both? That's where I did the race, Philly, the last weekend. I don't know why I thought she was Canadian. Sorry, Nikki. Didn't mean to offend. All right. Wow, you guys know more than me. Holy crap. I got to get my memory checked. Where's the cricket? We're not in the garage right now, unfortunately. We're in the the office, with the humans. So we're not hanging out with the crickets today. Ah, there you go. See, I owe him one. You wouldn't be here without him. You got to wake his ass up. Sometimes he's here. I think I have him booked now that I think about it. All right, I should be pulling. Why do I have this up? I should have Bitcoin up, right? Or at least the something. Let me refresh Bitcoin. 112. Yeah, boring, right? All right, what else? What are the questions you got while we wait for the distro announcement? Hello. I live in Florida, originally from Philly, not going back. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't want to live in Philly. Oh, born Philly, live in Jersey most of my life. Okay. Maybe we were neighbors, right? Silver Bookie took the week off for my wife's birthday to spend with her. It's nice to have coffee and sit in my living room and listen to you rather than traffic. Yeah. Do you normally listen in the car, though? That's the question, right? But yeah, no, enjoy your week off. Happy birthday to your wife, Silver Bookie wife. Who's polite? All right, what do we got? Yeah, we're just chilling. We're just chilling, waiting for the announcement. That's because you are busy educating us, and we are yip-yapping here, getting to know each other. Yeah, that's true. Well, no, it's good that everyone knows each other. That way, when we have a meetup years down the road, everyone will actually want to meet each other, you know? Assuming you guys hang around that long. Florida is not cheap. Maybe we have a lower property tax than other states. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just got my homeowner's insurance. It jumped a lot. So, but yeah, I know certain things you get screwed on too. So it kind of balances out. But our property tax is just so much. I don't know. There's so much crap that's higher. The income tax, you know, you got to consider the income tax. That's huge, you know, if we're paying like 6.5% income tax from our salary. That's enough, you know, to. Yeah, good morning, 630ers. 5 minutes to announce. Yep. Need some pre-market. Yeah, all right. Let's go. Palantir. Yeah, let's pull up MSTR. MSTR is up 1.06%. Let's see what TNA is doing. Oh, they're red. Good. Maybe they'll go under 42 for me. You know, be nice for once. All right, cost of living has gone up big time here. Everywhere. Sucks. Enjoy listening to you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I need Ulti to go up 58 cents. Yeah. Maybe. Never know. Yeah. Can I get them to move though? That's the problem. To leave family, you know, not easy. Appreciate that though. Yeah, I know. We have I hear Cooper's talking about. He does like a meetup. I don't know where he does it, but it seems like he does it frequently. And I wonder if I did that like locally, who would actually come? Not saying I will just yet, but don't forget the New Jersey. Yeah, I know. New Jersey freaking sucks. Ugh. But once you're here, you don't want to leave. That's the problem. It's because, you know, we got a lot of crap by us. You know, we're close to the beach. We're close to the casino. We're close to the freaking city. Not like I go to the city a lot, but yeah, it doesn't snow. And it's not cold. I know the definition of cold is different for Florida people, but yeah, that'll be the day. This freaking thief of a state. Morning, John Wilk. Wow, caught up on the comments. All right, what time is it? 6:54. Where are they going to announce it? Does anyone know? Is it Twitter again? Where are they going to announce? Does anyone? I don't know. Let me pull it up. There you go. And then we got this. Put this right next to it. Latest news release. Yeah, it's not there. All right. What else we got? Any comments here? Global Newswire. Yeah, we're on there. Who was the first to post? I think Twitter. I don't know, man. You guys tell me. We're just chilling. It's not. We got 900 people. It's out. Miggs says it's out. Miggs doesn't lie. You know, he's always the first to do everything. This Miggs. It must be on Twitter. Is that where? On email? Let me check my phone. It's not on email. On Globes. Okay, let me go back. Ah, there it is. Okay. All right. Here it is. So, should we plug it in together this way? Let's see. Where's our YieldMax file? Where the hell are we? Actually, I'm just going to plug it in and go from there. Let me move this. I'll copy this. You know what? Nah, I want to see your reactions too. All right, so what's the first one? Nvidi. Where the hell's Nvidi? All right, Nvidi, 64 cents. All right, so let's go here. Plug that in, 64 cents. That is a 50% yield, and it's more than what I thought. So, yay. All right, let's move on to Phoebe. How you doing? All right, Phoebe, how you doing? Where the hell are you, Phoebe? There we are, 45 cents. Feel free to give your reaction for each. I know you guys are jumping ahead. So I don't know what's going on. All right, Phoebe, 45 cents. Damn. Look how close. All right, whatever. But that is a 35% yield for Phoebe. That's pretty good, right? For Phoebe, it is. All right, let's go to JPMO. JPMO, where you at? 27 cents. All right, we'll copy that sucker, and we'll put that in right here. JPMO, 27 cents. That is a 21% yield. Wow, penny off on that sucker. Here we go. We're on a roll now. All right, your favorite, Murney. I'm kidding. No one's favorite. I'm sure there's a few people that like it, but not sure where they are. Murney, how you doing? 7 cent. Penny off, sucker. All right. Anyway, like we said, we don't care if we're right or wrong. But anyway, their actual yield is 55%. Not bad. All right, GDXY. If I'm a penny off, I'm going to have to scream. 64 cent. All right. 64 cent. Let's see how we doing. Oh, hell no. I'm way off. I gave, that was more generous on this one, but yeah, man. 64 cent for GDXY. That is a 50% yield. That's good for GDXY. Again, gold, right? Gold, stable, LAMO, 50% yield. I'll take it. All right, let's look at the boy, Babo. How you doing, Babo? Babo, I must say, Babo. All right, let's see. Here we go. Are you ready? Paste. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that bad boy. 79 cent versus 79 cents, sucker. 60% yield. I don't know. I feel like I'm on a roll here. Platey. Yeah, that's the one I'll probably get wrong. Oh, damn. Oh. Wow, I screwed that one up. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. Oh my God, the actual yield is 50%, which is probably what their freaking IV is, right? I did not see that comment. But again, they did pay 256 2 cycles ago. So 244, I mean, I missed that by a long shot. My bad. All right. Anyway, let's go to Marrow. Guys, before you get too pissed off about Platey, just remember, look what your NAV's going to be at, right? Your NAV's going to be stabilized, you know, at the solid number. So, you know, it's all good. All right. Anyway, up next is Marrow. 93 cents. That's a good payment. 64% yield. All right. And I was close on that too. So hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, but Platey kind of ruined my whole thing. So everyone's going to be forgotten. It's all going to be forgotten now because of my Platey freaking guess. All right. Imagine I was graded on the guesstimates. I'd be fired on Platey. All right. Last but not least, dips. Of course, dips always. These inverse always pay more than what I think. 28 cents, 56% yield. All right. Now we're going to go to the weeklies. So if we look here, the weeklies, week 12 is up, right? So now for these, we start week 13. So I have to update my actual yield to pull now from a BA. So we're going to update this to BA. And it'll do 52 divided by 1, not 4, because we're not at 4 payments. And then it's divided by P52, which should be the price. All right, so that way the actual yield will be updated accordingly. All right, let's go to the weeklies. Let's see what they're paying here. YieldMax, 13 cents. Let's see how close we are on that. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. In your face, sucker. Sorry, I'm having a little fun with this. Hey, boom. Hey, boom. Anyway, let me go to YMAG. How you doing? YMAG, 14 cents. I guess I was off on that. Wah, wah, wah. I thought they'd pay 18. So YMAX, what, 53% yield? YMAG, 47% yield. All good. LFGY, how you doing? Well, they usually pay good. We know that. All right. So 37 cents. Sounds like it's in line with the last payment, right? Let's check it out. Their last payment was, no, actually it's less. Whatever, all good. So 37 cents would be a 55% yield. Let's go to GPTY, 29 cents. Why? All right, so what we'll do, we'll type equals, paste, boom, 29 cents. Oh, got that one. 34% yield. SDTY. Let's see. 14 cents, baby. Is that good? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, wait. Yeah, SDTY, not SLTY. SDTY. Let's see what I give. Oh, I gave them higher. But they are 14 cents, 16% yield. Yuck. All right, QDTY, how you doing? 17 cents. Round that sucker to 18, right? All right. So obviously, not as much as I. Wow, way off on that one. Whoops. All right, RDTY, how you doing? 25 cents. All right, but I'm never good at these, to be honest. So I don't pretend. Wow, way off on that one too. Shocker. All right, Ulti, everyone's favorite. Let's see. What did they say? Oh, no, 9 cents. Yep, 9 cents. So that was kind of as expected. They're not ready to do 8 cents. 9 cents is an 86% yield. Now we're going to Chippity Doodah. Sorry, I'll catch up with your comments after this. 38 cents. What the hell am I doing? 38 cents. Had a brain fart for a second. Yep, that's a 37% yield. And then SLTY, what the heck are they paying? This is their second payment ever, right? 55 cents. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun? All right, so that's 55 cents. So we thought they'd pay more. But yeah, okay. So what do you guys think? Are you guys pissed off? Are you happy? What's the deal here? All right, let me know the feedback. We got 1,119 of you up early as hell on this early ass day. But man, oh man, what do you guys think? Give me some comments here. What do we got? I missed all your live reactions. Sorry, but I can't be hanging around, you know. Let's see. You know, they launched what, the other funds, right? So while we're here, let's play. Damn, Sunita, didn't expect those. She's pissed. Wow. LA left. Yep, it's about that time. Make sure you guys go over to LA Appliance YouTube after this too, by the way. All right. Well, we know how Sunita feels, but how does everyone else feel about Platey? How to invest yourself, says Bummer. Ulti, awesome. Yep. Richard Woolley. I think you were on Cooper's last night, right? You'll be there. Miggs, you're always reliable. But you're a one-upper. Now we know that. You're a one-upper. Mr. freaking, what'd you do, a 4-day fast or something? Crazy. All right, so I was going to check where GameStop is. All right, so they added 2 funds yesterday. Where'd they add them? Am I blind here? But where the hell's Reddit and the GameStop fund? GMEY. I don't see it here. All right, whatever. We'll add them later. It's not a big deal. Let's just go back to the final comments. Obviously, we know what the weeklies paid. Let's go up here and let's remind everyone, especially Sunita, that Platey paid $244, which is a 50% yield. If only we were on Spaces for this. You know what we could do? You know what? Next Wednesday, let's do Spaces in the morning and we'll do live reaction. What do you guys think? Because it's typically an office day. I just took off today, which is why I'm here. Reddit's in Group A. Okay. Thank you. GameStop, I think C. I'll wait for the website to update it, but unless it might say it under the fund, actually. You're welcome, Charles. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I wish we had your reaction on Spaces like right now. That would be hilarious. You're probably mad at me too with my 465 guesstimate. Whoops. All right, let's see. Yeah, we got paid. Hey, I love how we're mad about a 50% yield. Isn't that crazy? The world has changed. I'll try to make it, but I work Wednesday, so I don't know. You know, Migs, you better make it. We need you there. Yes, exactly. The true reaction, you know, I think it'll be great. That means I have to do my live video at Tuesday night. So as long as there's no baseball, I can still do that. No lunch money for the kids this week. Yeah, pretty much. Spaces is cool. Thank you for joining, Jim. I think we got to end it though, right? Yes, we are. That is for sure. Thank you for reminding us. That being said, where is the 100% yielder? There is no 100% yielder this time around. Honestly, I'm surprised that Platey, you know, especially with the fiscal year ending soon. But we'll see the true numbers, you know, at the end. But yeah, especially with Sunita, right? Although I'm sure some of you others will be pissed because there's a lot of people on X that are not on YouTube and vice versa too. So pay the piper. All right, I'll do a house money and then we'll have to call it a day. All right, let me just make sure the distros are pulling. Yeah, okay, so it's pulling. All right. Platey, they just barely met the freaking minimum, but they are at 101% house money. So there you go. They did that in less than a year, 337 days it took. Imagine having an investment. In less than a year, you get back your original investment in cash. That is what happened on Platey. So that should make people feel better about that low ass payment. You got back 100% of your money. In fact, 101% of your money within 1 year, less than a freaking year. Do you believe it? Wow. All right, who else? Nvidi 171, so they're approaching 200. Phoebe 86%, Murney 57, and Babo 55. Let's go to the weeklies. YieldMax 67%, YieldMax 60, and Ulti 69. So they're in a three-man race to see who's going to pay out. But we'll see, man. We'll see. All right, so that's the house money. That's the update on everything. Thanks for reminding me, Pay the Piper. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back maybe tonight. I might go live tonight. I'll let you guys know, and we'll cover the trades then. And what else we got going? Anything? I don't know. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave them down below. But outside of that, we got keyword time. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to type in the keyword. So the keyword for today, well, it's up to the live people. We have 1,142 of you that are live. We're an hour and 12 minutes in. What's the keyword? What's the keyword? What do we got? Anyone alive here? Keyword is Platey 244 for Sunita. That's, I get it. It's funny, but it's a lot of keyword there. 244 is the keyword. Walmart greeter. Yeah, great job. I'll take it. Hey, when you take off as a Walmart greeter, you don't fall behind on your work. That's the plus. 244. 244. Yeah, she's going to snap. She's going to whoop everyone's ass here. I think the keyword, sorry, Sunita, the keyword is 244. I got to do it. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the keyword. Keyword today is 2.44, as in 244, as in Platey paid 244, 50% yield. A lot of people are pissed. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for being part of this live stream. Go on to join Ellie Appliance. His premiere starts at 7:30. I hope to see you all there. And I hope everyone has a good day. All right, I'm out of here. Later.